not bad for this price point. So about 6 months ago, I stopped using music streaming services such as Spotify and YouTube Music. I've gone back to listening to music on CDs and ripping those CDs and listening to the MP3 files. Now, as somebody who loves music and somebody who's also visually impaired, so I rely a lot on headphones and earbuds, I'm constantly looking for pairs to take with me on the go and to use with specific devices. Now, in general, I use earbuds that are in my ear canal. But recently I've been having a lot of ear issues and I don't necessarily want earbuds that are in my ear canal all the time. It gets irritating and sometimes they're heavier. And when SoundPEATS reached out to me to test their Air4 Light earbuds, I thought, why not? It's something I'm always looking for. So when I received these earbuds, I noticed the box was quite minimal, easy to open, but I did have trouble finding the instruction manual. It was actually at the top of the box, so I thought it came with no instruction manual for a couple days. Eventually I found it, and this instruction manual was quite useful for me. Once I was able to read what the headphones were capable of, the shortcuts for tapping and things like this. This is quite useful, especially for somebody who is visually impaired. I don't want to take out a device and have to modify the sound or stop the sound and things like that. So learning the gestures was really important for me, and it was quite impressive. They have a lot of different options for skipping ahead, going back in tracks and things like that. But again, this only works if you're using a smartphone. I'm somebody who's been using a Bluetooth CD player, so skipping the tracks doesn't really work with these headphones per se, or any of my headphones for that matter. Now, in general, I'm using earbuds such as the Apple AirPods Pro or my Soundcore. Again, I usually have headphones in my ears, so testing headphones that are just outside the ear or mid-canal kind of earbuds has been really interesting. When I first turned on these earbuds, at first I was like, wow, I don't really hear the sound the same, but they do have an application which allows you to modify the sound for your preferences. I think sound is such an objectionable thing, and especially as someone with a disability, I hear a bit different than other people. I'm very sensitive to certain sounds. Some sounds can sound very grating on my ears. So being able to have an application where I can customize the equalizer is ultra important for me. So one of the biggest positives for me for the headphones was the lightness factor. Now, I'm somebody who wears a lot of different headphones for hours at a time, and my ears can get quite sore. So I noticed that these earbuds were super lightweight. I think they weigh 3 grams, so that feels like nothing in the ears. And the fact that it's not deep in my ear canal, again, I can wear these for hours. When I'm listening to certain CDs, I'm listening for hours at a time, so I don't want to have to remove, let my ears rest, and then put headphones back on. Also, I like the fact that they do have a good range for the Bluetooth. So I'm somebody who puts a CD player and I walk around my house. It says on the box that they have a range of 10 meters. I kind of pushed that limit. I got a little bit more than 10 meters, depending on the wall thickness, of course, and if doors were open and things like that. Now, as far as the sound quality is concerned, these are high-res earbuds. They have an LDAC, which means that you can hear less compression and better quality music. But this has a big caveat. When this feature is activated in the Bluetooth settings, it will reduce your battery. So if you're somebody who's listening to a lot of high quality streaming music, the LDAC is perfect for that. Honestly, it makes the quality, the highs very sharp and crisp, and the mids as well. But I'm somebody who doesn't necessarily listen to the best quality music. I have older MP3 files, and honestly, I listen to some podcasts and things that are not high quality, so I don't use the LDAC as often because this does eat up the battery life. If you're not using LDAC, you'll get up to 7 hours on a single charge with your earbuds, and this is not including the charge of the case itself, which is an additional 30 hours. This is a huge plus for me. I don't like charging things every day, and since I'm on my dumb phone journey, I only charge my phone every few days, so I don't want to have to charge my case all the time either. The case is also super light and you don't hear any jiggling of the earbuds in the case itself, so it feels quite sturdy. The case is a glossy plastic, which is not my favorite. I don't like this either about the Apple AirPods. I find that glossier finishes scratch easier and you see fingerprints and it can drive you nuts. But overall, the case is super light. The earbuds themselves are light, and I do like the design of the earbuds. I'm not somebody who gravitates towards darker colors, but I do like the dark factor, and the multi-touch button, which is a gold color, is easy for me to distinguish. Speaking of the multi-touch feature, you can deactivate this if it drives you nuts, which it sometimes does for me, and I can deactivate it or activate it as needed in the app itself. Another bonus I found about these earbuds, which I wasn't expecting, was how fast they connect to the Bluetooth. Some of my earbuds, I put them in my ears and it takes a couple seconds for them to connect to my device. I'm not even having the earbud in my ear and these things have already connected to my tablet or my phone or my CD player. They connect super fast and I was really taken back by that. I wasn't expecting it to be so fast, and I really like this feature. I have some other earbuds like my Soundcores where sometimes they're not connecting right away and I have to go in manually and select the device in my Bluetooth settings, which drives me crazy, and it's just an extra step that I won't have to worry about with these specific earbuds. Now, there were some downsides for these earbuds, but I'm not sure it's exactly the earbuds problem or the app itself. So when I make calls, especially to my family, I'm using video applications such as Messenger or WhatsApp. I found that these earbuds were inconsistent with certain video calls. Again, I'm not sure if this is a Messenger problem. Sometimes I do have sound quality issues within the app itself, but generally it's more or less stable. I did have an instance where I was making a call and one of my earbuds dropped, but the other one was still going, and it was a bit strange. It only happened one time. I've used it multiple times with these apps and I haven't had that issue since. I did also notice that if I'm listening to poor quality sound, so I'm talking about YouTube videos where people are recording the microphone with their phone or podcasts that aren't the highest quality, the sound can sound a bit tinny. I think with some other higher end earbuds, for example, Apple, they try to fill in the sound and it makes it more immersive and you don't notice the poor quality as much. But with these earphones being hypersensitive to sound quality, you can hear poor quality more in certain instances. Overall, I really enjoy these earbuds. I think they are definitely something that I'm going to add to my device setup. I really enjoy the fact that they are not deep in the ear. If you're someone like myself who is prone to ear infections, you know that your ears can be really sensitive, and I really try to avoid putting things deep in my ear canal, so I really appreciate earbuds that can sit outside of the ear. Even when I edit my videos, I usually use wired headphones that sit outside of the ear canal for this reason, because I'm spending hours editing and I don't want my ears to feel sore or irritated from inner ear headphones. As somebody who, again, is visually impaired and relies on headphones greatly to navigate about, I found that these headphones were quite consistent. As far as noise canceling goes, there is an AI that is canceling the noise around you, but you can still hear essential noises such as cars, people talking, and things like that. But honestly, I felt more safe with these type of headphones rather than the inner ear earbuds, because I could really hear what I needed to hear without being distracted by unnecessary noises. Sometimes when I'm wearing other earbuds, I do not hear things I'm supposed to be hearing for my own safety. I know I probably shouldn't be walking around with earbuds all the time, but again, I do like listening to music. I listen to GPS for directions and things like this. So having something that makes me feel a bit safer is definitely a positive point. Now let's talk about the price point. These headphones are very reasonable for what you get, to be honest. I'm somebody who has very low-end earbuds and very high-end earbuds. I can say that these are a great value for what you get. These are the Air4 Lights. They do have pro models and higher-end models, of course, but I think this price point is perfect for these type of earbuds. The price is about $60, but you do have an Amazon discount, and they are also offering a discount in my description below for an additional 5%. So you can combine these discounts and get these headphones for 40 euros, which is an excellent price for this specific type of earbud. I think for this range, I'm somebody who's tested very low-end ones. I have some JVCs that go inner ear, and the sound quality is pretty poor, but they are water resistant, so I was using them for sport. This is a bit of a downside for me for these particular earbuds. I'm somebody who does listen to music or podcasts in the bath, so if it falls out in the water, it's probably not going to survive, of course, and that's kind of sad. I did lose some Apple AirPods this way, so I know I am prone to losing earbuds in the bath, so I usually get water resistant ones for those occasions. Again, if you feel like trying these out for yourself, I will leave a link down below in the description, and thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.